What's going on, everybody? My name is Justin. Welcome to Big Blue Unfiltered. This is my first video giving you everything Giants content, all the things we want to talk about, all the things we don't want to talk about, without a filter, man. You know, we got a lot of things that we need to discuss about this team. This is my first video, and I was thinking of ideas for the very first video here on the channel, and the very first thing that popped into my mind is something that I have been thinking about for quite some time, and I think a lot of Giants fans have been thinking about it as well. And the name of the person I would like to discuss is John Mara. I got to put an echo on his name because we hear that name all the time. And I think a lot of us would say that we don't want to hear that name mentioned anymore, and the man just sell the team and just move on to other business ventures because it just ain't working out in this one. The reason I bring up his name, I feel like he's not talked about as much as he should be. Obviously, this team has been bad for the better part of a decade, and it starts at the top, and John Mara is at the top. And the reason why it crossed my mind to start off my YouTube channel here with talking about John Mara on Big Blue Unfiltered is I want to bring to attention the time when we had the going away celebration for Tom Coughlin. Now, Tom Coughlin is a very classy guy. He's a very respectful guy. He's like he's kind of like the sergeant in Full Metal Jacket, Lee Ermey. You know, I'm hard, but I'm fair. You know what I mean? He's that kind of old school coach, but he's hard, but he's fair. And if you treat him with respect, he can treat you with respect. Now, remember what happened on that going away commencement ceremony for Tom Coughlin. He shunned John Mara when he was walking off the stage. He actually like cold shouldered him, didn't give him a handshake or nothing. You know, Mara looked all annoyed and everything. But it is what it is. It's business, right? And that's something that we got to understand. There's two sides of this business, right? There's the one that you see in the public eye, and there's the one that you see behind closed doors. And this is just my take. This is just my guess. But I think that John Mara behind closed doors is a little weasel, man. I really think that he is not the person that he presents to be at all. And I think that he's a control freak, and he has his hand in so many different parts of the team that he wants things run his way. He wants to have the final say in everything, and he doesn't allow his coaches and his personnel to do their jobs. And I really, truly believe that that's the reason why we're in the situation that we're in. Even when you go back to, Ben McAdoo, as crappy of a coach as he was, Ben McAdoo wanted Mahomes. He wanted Mahomes. He thought Eli was past his prime. He was on the way out, which he was. He was declining substantially. And he wanted to, bank for the future. He wanted to get Mahomes, and he got shot down. And I have a feeling that John Mara was a huge reason as to why that happened, because John Mara loves players, and he gets stuck on players, and he cannot let go of the past. Even like when we had the Spagnuolo rehire. He kind of like wants to like recreate the past. Maybe they got one more in them. Coughlin and Spagnuolo, and we saw how that worked out. You know what I mean? But getting back to him, Coughlin shunning Mara. Coughlin is a very decent guy, man, and he wouldn't have done that unless it was warranted. And I think what happened is that he had his hand in every single bit of affairs, and he got to the point where he was having his hand in every decision making, even in the Coughlin era, and that hindered the longevity of the team, and hence why reason we're in the situation that we're in right now. So that's my take on it. This team will not change unless Mara either sells the team or just moves on to another business venture and just completely lets his hand completely off of the reins. Or we're just going to keep getting the same letdown every single year. High hopes, letdown. High hopes, letdown. Daniel Jones gets weapons, letdown. Right? We have one good year, we make it to the playoffs, letdown. Right? And now we look like the most trash organization that hasn't even practiced in 10 years. We take the field, we look like we've been, playing Xbox for the past, week, and then we hit the field and say, all right, I guess I'll go out and play ball. You know what I mean? Like, that's what our team looks like. It looks like a complete mess. And that starts at the head. I'm telling you, it starts at John Mara not allowing his coaching and his staff to make decisions that are in the best interest. He's not a football guy, so he doesn't know football like the boots on the ground coaches that we have, So I definitely believe that's the reason why this team is where it is. Obviously, I mean, we do a lot of that, like I've seen on Twitter and I've seen on other accounts. You see a lot of the blame game with the offensive line. And yes, the offensive line is bad. DJ's not playing good. The receivers aren't getting open on a lot of plays. And even when they do get open, DJ's getting swallowed up because of the offensive line. It stinks from the top down. But what I'm saying is that this is like a byproduct of all of the control issues that Mara has of not allowing personnel to make the ultimate decision. Now, here's another thing that was running through my mind too, and I think that Mara had a very big say in this. I do not think that Brian Daboll likes Daniel Jones. I don't think that he likes him. I don't think that he truly wanted him. And you can call me a conspiracy theorist, you can call me whatever you want, I don't care. This is my take on it. I don't think that Daboll was 100% on him. Okay, so maybe you need some supporting evidence. That flip out that he had when he was throwing the tablet and stuff like that, like I get frustration and stuff like that, but there's been multiple times when he's been, drilling DJ in a way that's been pretty unprofessional, man. And good coaches know that that's the kind of stuff you have behind closed doors. You know what I mean? Like, you have that stuff behind closed doors. Like, you like a coach. Like, I get in the heat of the moment. But it just appears to me that he just is not sold on Daniel Jones. And I think, based on John Mara's comments when he said, we've done everything we can to ruin this kid and everything, I truly believe that he had a very huge say in the amount of money that Daniel Jones got offered guaranteed and the kind of contract that he got. Because I feel like if it wasn't for Mara, he would not have gotten the huge contract that he did. I think he felt bad for him, that he absolutely got him, pummeled and got him no help along, the way of his career, that he wanted to make sure that he financially took care of him before he gets sent out. Because, by the way it looks like this year right now, it looks like, Caleb Williams is a very decent possibility. And a lot of times, we're looking and saying, if this player comes in, we'll change. There have been rumors about Jerry Jeudy. This team is not going to change, man. It's not going to change. Like, it's a possibility that it gets turned around, but it just seems like the will of the players is just smashed, man. Like, the difference from last year to this year, just smashed. Like, they just do not look like they even want to be here. It's so crazy to see the change in culture so quickly. And I know that losing is a huge part of that, but man, oh man, oh man. Just to see them, like, even in interviews, like, and I get it, losing sucks, man. Shoot, I've been a fan of the Giants since 1981. I'm an old Giants fan. But to just see their demeanor, like, there's no, like, accountability, professionalism. Like, Daniel Jones takes accountability too, but, like, them even, like, going off on fans, like, chirping at fans and stuff like that. Like that is just, they really just look like they're just like, I'm out of here. Like, I hate this place. You know what I mean? Like I said, man, I'm going to wrap it up for now, but I appreciate you guys. I really appreciate you guys, like, share, subscribe. This is just going to be unfiltered, man. Whatever's on my heart, whatever on Giants fans' heart, I want to start the conversation. So get it going in the comment section. Let's just, if we want to bash the team, man, just let's vent, do whatever you want to do. This is your channel. Let's make it like our channel kind of theme here. All right, guys?